Let's eat half of a burrito together. It's pretty good. It's got shrimp, rice, and pineapple salsa, so no complaints. What's up? It's a very quiet restaurant. There's no music or any other people talking. So here I am, talking to the phone, like a weirdo. What's cracking? Scumbag Dad. I'll tell you what's cracking. I'm currently ideating concepts to make fun of people who do a rejection therapy content. That's what I'm working on. And I think that there's a lot that can be done there. I feel like it's very open-ended. So get ready for rejection therapy parodies. That's where we're going with this. So recent valor short. Other content becomes so stale. I'll tell you, Facebook and Instagram still pop off. The recent Subway bits have gotten a couple million views on Facebook alone. And I don't know how to say it, but the algo on those platforms rewards brain rot a lot more than it does here. So because I have such limited time to film these days, it's just more efficient to cater to those platforms. Hope that makes sense. Like, I'm not really worried. I'll get it back eventually. But for right now, the meta is to play to the other platforms. YouTube used to be my number one, and now it's not. And that's okay, life goes on. What I'm eating? A twisted shrimp burrito. I don't know what goonology is. Is that a new trend? Is that a new thing? Yeah, the New York City subway reel did really good. It absolutely slayed on Reels, and it absolutely slayed on Facebook, but it tanked here. I've got a mild theory that somebody I made fun of has been botting my account for the last year, but I have no way to prove that. That's the problem. Does the content actually stink, or is there something else going on? Because it still pops on the other platforms. So, my content isn't always about OF girls, but I do use them as actors very frequently because they're more likely to do dirty jokes. It's such a simple explanation, and people think it's more complicated than that. It's not the case. You know, I started by pretending to be a illegal substances dealer father for a long time on YouTube. And it shouldn't be shocking that eventually I start to do more dark content, and I need actors for that. And those ladies are great. And also, yeah, just like Northern Southerner says, they appreciate, not just doing thirst traps. So, it's a really good cooperation. So I hope I answered the question. Because I do get it a lot. I'm just not sure what else to do. But right now I'm hyper-focused on pretend rejection therapy accounts. That's kind of where we're at. Unless you guys think I should make fun of something else. What's the new meta these days? Who should I hit? I don't really stream. Well, I guess that makes sense. 1,000 bots, 1,000 OF actors. You throwing a party or something? Down at the homeless shelter. Yeah, I'm still a dental professional. Content creation is basically another full-time job at this point. I stress myself out over it because I feel like eventually it will hit a point where I do something so kind of amazing that I can coast on it for a while. I haven't hit that point yet. But it definitely keeps my life and my wife's life very dynamic. Thanks, Molik. I'll keep working at it. So yeah, go ahead. Ask me any other questions that are on your mind. I'm happy to help. What prompted me to start creating content? I thought YouTube and TikTok would be an effective way to get more streams on my music. That's what I thought it was going to be. I'm a musician by trade. So I tried to use this to promote songs, but it never really worked. Hey, thanks, Northern Southern. Is it exhausting trying to come up with content? I'll tell you, the life of content creation at my level is only rough because it's a 24-hour workday. I can make a video anytime. I treasure my regular job because it's consistent. I work, I come home. But with content creation, the clock never stops. I can be anywhere and make a video. Even now, my lunch is live. I'll write off my lunch as a business expense because I'm entertaining my audience. And I'll you ideas. God, doing Scumbag Dad again. Like a movie, like a long form. My favorite watch at the moment isn't the one I'm wearing now, it's mine. I started a watch company. So if you are looking to pick up a new watch, check out madhudsonwatches.com. Mad Hudson Watches. You can now pre-order a lovely watch that I designed with my wife. And it's fantastic. Sundeep is recommending I do Scumbag Dad, but a connected storyline. So like episodes that connect into each other. That's always tough to do, like multi-parters on short form content. I've got the resources to do it. It's just, it takes a lot out of my heart to bring back Scumbag Dad again. You know, because I'd want to do it really violent. I did a longer form episode like 2 years ago, like a one-off, and it like didn't perform that well. It was violent. I thought the execution was good, but I do have a lot more resources than I used to. Hire writers. It's not really about getting people to write. It's about getting back into the headspace necessary for it to be good. You know, Scumbag Dad episodes were much more thoughtful than my current content because I only did like 2 videos a week, whereas now, shoot, I'm releasing something every single day. So it's just very challenging to balance the time. At some point, something in my head kind of broke, and I was like, you know, brain rot is going to serve my family, at least in the short term, a lot better. So that's why the coffee toss videos are there. That's why the brain rot's there, because the brain rot, it performs really well, and it's on a certain level that, you know, I can spend all day with a team making videos that are objectively good, but the only one that goes nuclear is the worst one we did that day, which is usually a coffee toss. I mean, look, I like them, but let's be honest, it's not the same. You know what I mean? And I don't really want to come back to Scumbag Dad just once. I've got the resources, I've got the actors, I've got enough sort of influence to bring it back kind of hard. And I think the easiest way to do it would be just start from a clean slate and do a reboot. You know, I think mentally the issue is I got to a certain point in the plot of Scumbag Dad, and I want to continue from that jumping off point, but I don't think that's feasible. The more I think about this, especially in the last couple of weeks, I actually pitched doing a new episode to a team, but I nixed it. I said nah. And I decided I wasn't going to. But the feeling is there that maybe the answer is to just reboot it from the beginning. Go right back to the Hot Wings skit. Start the character from scratch. Yeah, I mean, it's so much faster to just hop onto trends, and if I do a Scumbag Dad episode, we're gonna burn a whole day on one video, and if it doesn't pop, my team will be disappointed. You know what I mean? I've got a lot of people that trust me with their time and rely on me, and that is because I do numbers sometimes. You know what I mean? So it would take a lot. It's a big risk, and with all that's going on in my life, it's just tough to take a risk like that. Yeah, I'm Brad Padre again. I think I changed it back once for like a week because I noticed the views just absolutely tanked. But I decided to try and play the long game and make it Brad Padre. I had a Discord for a while, but I never showed up. I'm classically very bad at Discord. Don't feel sad. I am getting the same amount of views, just not here. You gotta go to Facebook. That's just the truth. Yeah, I'll probably get a coffee before I go back to work. I've got some extra time. You know what I mean? We met on the street, hooray. Yeah, I don't, see, I thought it was because of the name change, but the other platforms seem to be fine. You know what I mean? Do people really think it was just the name? I don't think so. I think I changed the name, I spent a lot of time on Cringe Court, and then whatever I was doing to catch the algo sort of went away. I started making more brain rot. I've tried to contact YouTube support, but they're not very valuable. You know what I mean? The name was iconic, but the sponsors hated it. You know what I mean? They hated it. And so now, it has gotten better. Like finances have gotten better because I'm not fighting the guidelines as often. I like Americanos. Oh wait, I thought you were about to try and trick me into saying something I shouldn't have. Maybe remove the underscore. Maybe. Picto. I haven't heard of them. I haven't. Lately I've been getting into making my own watch company. So for those of you who want to order an awesome watch, you should go to madhudsonwatches.com. I am hoping to turn the watch company, once the watches start being sold, into a much more lucrative thing. So we're just starting it out. Cringe Court didn't get enough views after episode 3 to justify staying up. I was like, it's just not working. We're mobilizing 9 people every 2 weeks to do it, and it didn't work, and that's okay. I personally think that it was too video dependent. It didn't operate as a podcast. In order for someone to appreciate Cringe Court, you needed to see the videos. So it was basically worthless on Spotify, which is very bad. But the good news is that the studio that produced it has a very good relationship with me still, and I can come back to them at any time and basically get 5 episodes of a new show produced, and I'd rather keep that goodwill than string along Cringe Court and hope it works. Ironically, the best thing Cringe Court did, we had sort of stopped making official episodes by the time we did it, but some of the people I made fun of actually came onto live, and I marred it with very bad production because I was trying to do it myself. But I was able to prove that the dudes were just as bad as I thought. It was the bakers men, the ones who go up to fast food